Have you ever heard of a place that doesn't exist during the day? But once the sun goes down, it appears out of nowhere, pulling in anyone who dares to get too close? A village with no record, no history, and no survivors willing to speak of what they saw inside. Tonight, I'm going to take you to Marrowick, a place where time twists, shadows move on their own, and once you find it, it never lets you go. But I warn you, once you hear its name, it might start calling to you too. They say there's a village hidden deep within the mountains, a village not found on any map. During the day, no one can find it, no matter how hard they search. But at night, when the mist creeps and the moonlight turns the world silver, Marrowick appears as if summoned from another realm. It starts innocently. Travelers lose their way, drawn by strange lights flickering in the distance. Some say the lights look like lanterns. Others hear whispers leading them deeper into the woods. When they finally see it, Marrowick looks like something out of an old storybook. Cobbled streets, ivy-covered houses, smoke curling from chimneys. It feels safe, inviting, but it's not. Locals warn never to stray off the main road after sunset. They speak of friends and relatives who vanished without a trace. Sometimes their belongings turn up, weathered and marked with strange symbols. But of the people themselves, nothing. No footprints, no cries for help, just silence. Those who survive describe a terrifying truth. Time behaves strangely in Marrowick. Hours vanish in moments. Shadows move where light should keep them still. And the villagers. At first glance, they seem kind, but their smiles are too wide, their eyes too dark, their movements stiff, unnatural, as if something else is pulling their strings. One survivor, a man named Ellis, stayed for what felt like one night. A woman welcomed him into her home, warm and smelling of fresh bread. Grateful, he accepted. But sitting by the fire, he noticed her shadow didn't flicker with the flames. It stood perfectly still, stretched across the wall. When he mentioned it, she smiled, revealing rows of glistening, needle-sharp teeth. Ellis ran, chased through the crooked streets by villagers who moved too fast, their voices twisting into something monstrous. He barely made it to the forest, his hair stark white, his hands trembling so badly he could barely hold a cup of water. They say he never slept peacefully again. Some believe Marrowick is a cursed place. Others think it's a rift between worlds. But one thing is certain. Once you find Marrowick, it finds you. And it doesn't forget. Those who escape often find signs of it creeping into their lives. Footsteps in the hallway. Candles burning in rooms they never entered. A knock at the door late at night, and when they dare to open it, a villager standing silently outside, smiling too wide, waiting for an invitation. One woman named Claire claimed she saw Marrowick while hiking with friends. She begged them to turn back, but curiosity pulled them in. Only Claire returned, barefoot and muttering about twisted faces and hollow-eyed children. She refused to say what happened to the others, only whispering again and again, they never stop watching. And if you think avoiding the village is simple, think again. Those marked by Marrowick often find themselves led back, no matter how far they run. Roads twist, landmarks vanish, and somehow, they always end up standing before a cracked wooden sign that reads, "Welcome to Marrowick." Its location changes. Some say it moves through forgotten trails, hidden woods, a appearing wherever the veil between worlds thins. And Marrowick plants a seed in your mind. You might think you're safe. You might think you've left it behind. But the village waits, patiently. If you ever feel that pull on a moonlit night, hear faint music, smell fresh bread, where there should be none, remember this. You haven't found a hidden paradise. You've found Marrowick. And Marrowick has found you. No matter how fast you run, no matter how far you hide, it will follow. In your dreams, in your reflection, in the corner of your eye, when you least expect it. Until one night, you'll wake up standing at the village gates once more. The villagers smiling in the darkness, their arms open in welcome. And this time, you won't leave. You'll become one of them. Another smiling face, another shadow that moves when it shouldn't. Another warning whispered by those still brave enough to travel after dark, telling tales of the forgotten village that only appears when the world holds its breath and the sun has died. Marrowick is waiting. It always is.